Hello, hello. All right, I'm gonna give everybody a minute or two to jump on, and I'm gonna get situated. Happy Sunday. All right. It has been a long day.
No.
Yesterday was a long day. And I'm going to apologize in advance. The noise in the background is my husband. He is actually feeding the dogs some turkey sticks, so they're all over here excited, and he's giggling like a little schoolgirl because he thinks it's hilarious. Alright, so we're going to do Deities today. So, as I was looking for books, I noticed that there's not a lot on a group of deities in general, except for like dark goddesses and stuff. Like there's a couple of them that I found. But there are individual ones. So like, for example, Hecate, Gaia, things like that. Like the Morgan. Like there's individual ones. Now, in the future, I do plan on doing individual ones. That'll be probably sometime next year. I'm going to do like one live on Hecate and one on, the Morgan or Lilith or something like that. Ones that have a ton of books. So this is probably be a little bit of a shorter one because there's not as many, but there are some. So, all right, I'm actually going to start with what I have here. And I did pull out two like specific ones, like one for Hecate and stuff. Okay. Okay. One second. All right. Sorry, I am participating in an event, and they're doing all that fun stuff today. So, all right, so let's start. All right, so this one I noticed actually has, and this one I know you guys have seen a couple times on here, actually has stuff about our deities in here. So it's like an everything book, I swear. Like, it's massive. Come on now. I mean, it's massive. It's a nice big hardcover book. I love this book. The pages are super thin. But yeah, there's stuff in here about different deities and just little things about them. I'm trying to find one that's actually like there's there's a ton of stuff in here. And they're all alphabetical order, which if you guys know me and you know that I like being organized, like things being in alphabetical order is my forte. But like Baby Yaga's in here, or Baba Yaga is in here. There's like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. I'm just trying to flip through. I'm still in the bees. Okay. But yeah, there's a ton of them. And as you can see, I don't know if I've ever showed you guys the inside before, but like you can see like where they start to have some information, and it gives you like who they're also known as, their origin, trees, birds, offerings, who you can also see in place of them, things like that. So this is actually a really good one just to have. I really think everybody should get this book. If it's not on your TBR, it needs to be. And I apologize because it's not cheap. So this one is, it says it's $36.99. So it's not on the cheaper side. It is more expensive. And before I go through some of the ones that I have that are like specific and dedicated, I'm going to go through the ones on my computer because I do have a few up for you guys to view. Not a lot, but like I said in the beginning, there are a few of them that are decent, and stuff like that. 1 second. All right, let's flip it around. And I apologize, like I'm so tired today. All right, so this one I know that I've posted before, and I think I bought the Kindle version of this one. But Dark Goddesses, first off, I love this cover. Like, this cover, I love. And it has stuff about Hecate, Lilith, the Morgan, Baba Yaga. I mean, there's so much in here. And it's by Mari Silva. The Kindle is $2.99. The hardcover is $24.47, and the paperback is $13.69. So not super bad. It's definitely one that I want to get the paperback for, because Hecate is actually one that I have on my list to see about working with. I'm kind of afraid to work with the Morgan, so I don't know if I would take that, leap. But that one, like I said, the cover is just so pretty. So pretty. And then there's this one, which is about dark gods. And I don't know for sure. Like, it looked really interesting. And it popped up and I was like, okay, maybe this would work. The Kindle's $4.99. The paperback is $13.99. No other options, just those two. 246 pages. But it was released recently, like September of last year. So that's not bad. That is to me a brand new book. So that's kind of interesting. And again, the cover isn't bad. I don't get to see the inside, which you all know that I really like to see, but we can at least see the back cover, so that I'm okay with. All right. And then there is this Dark Goddesses one that popped up when I was searching for some of the other ones. Also, again, Lilith, Morgan, Hecate, rituals, exercises, meditations. So that's not bad. 201 pages. This one's been out since 2024. The Kindle is actually $6.99. So maybe it's just me thinking, weirdly. The hardcover is $49.99 and the paperback is $14.97. If I'm going to buy a Kindle for $6.99, I'm just going to spend the extra money and buy the paperback. I feel like it would just be better. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I'd rather have, the paperback than a Kindle. I like the Kindle versions of books just so I can take them places. Okay. See, my phone wasn't showing comments and I knew you guys were actually commenting. I just couldn't see them. So, uno momento. Why I pull that up. Okay. Alright. So, catching up on all your comments because like I said, my computer is being stupid and it wasn't showing me any of the comments, which was really stupid. Okay. I do like this cover. I do like purple and pink colors. So to me, it looked pretty and it kind of struck out. Like, oh, hey, you should totally add me to your list, which I did. Then there's this one, the Goddess Path. I don't know what they would go into in this one, but it looks like it could be interesting because if you click on the read more here, it actually lists a whole bunch of different goddesses, so it kind of gives you some information. However, now this one was made in 1999, so it's been a while. The Kindle version, okay, you're gonna laugh when you see it. The Kindle version is $18.95 and the paperback is $17.91. So obviously the better option here is to buy the paperback. To me, that's way expensive for a Kindle. I'm wondering if they just had trouble converting it, which very well could have been. The cover is okay. It's not like, one of the best I've seen, but it could have a different cover when you actually get it. But again, definitely not bad. Like I said, finding one that has what was the name of the first book that you said that you already mentioned before? Oh, it's, hold on one second. I'm just going to do this way. It's this one right here. Woo! I'm about to drop the Encyclopedia of Spirits. It's, massive. And I have mentioned it before. I've mentioned it several times. I know you guys, if you've seen my lives, you've probably seen it like at least 6 or 7, times on different ones. Yeah, the prices are ridiculous. I don't understand. The next one is Invoke the Goddess. I don't remember purchasing the Kindle version of this, but I guess I did. Or the paperback version. I don't know. Maybe I purchased it for somebody else doing something. I think that might have been what it was. So Invoke the Goddess, and it has Greek and Egyptian deities. So I feel like that would be decent. And it does have a small list right here. Whoops. Of some of the deities that they do cover. I feel like Hecate is in like everything. Yeah, I've had that issue too. Like mine hasn't been showing lives. Like I have to go to the page. Like Facebook's been super weird lately for me though. Is he okay? Yeah. Sorry, the dog decided he was gonna dig a hole through the floor. The Kindle version is $11.99. The paperback is $17.99. Audio CD, which I think we've discussed before, we're all confused on why there's a CD still out there. But the CD is $38.14. This one is 216 pages. It looks like it was published in July of 2019. But it looks like it could be decent. Cover's not super bad. Cover looks okay. I'm clicked on the paperback, so it's not really showing me much. But like I said, it looks pretty decent. Looks like something, that would be okay to read. Everyday Witch's Book of Deities. Now, like I said, it was really hard for me to find books. Where does one put a CD in 2026? I don't know, because I don't think our new car even has a CD player, does it? It does. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. It does. But we never use it. Yeah, audio, it doesn't always let you keep books if you cancel your membership. I find it weird. Like, it's hard for me to listen to books. Like, I actually have to read them. I like them. Yes, so like the Everyday Witch's Book of Deities. So this one looked kind of interesting. I really like the cover. 192 pages. Now, this one's publication date just passed. Like, it was just published at the beginning of April. So, like, if I would have done this live last month, this wouldn't have been an option. The Kindle is $16.14 though. And the paperback is $16.99. And the audio CD is $33.19. So at this point, you may just want to get the paperback and not the Kindle because it's only a few cents more. Or at least that's my, hey, that's why we should buy it, type thing. Even though I'm sure my husband is over here going, no more books. But yes, this one was just published. So this one might be something good to read. Now it does say Everyday Witchcraft 8. So I'm assuming that there's more. 1 out of 8. So let's see what we got here. A Year and a Day of Everyday Magic. Everyday Witch's Coven. A Year and a Day of Everyday Witchcraft. Everyday Witchcraft. Everyday Witch Book of Rituals. Everyday Witch A to Z Spellbook. Everyday Witch A to Z. Okay, so there's quite a few of these books in here. Now the prices are a little on the higher side. I don't like that one is the only one. Number 4. No, number 3 is the only one that's like $11 that I've seen. Everything else is on the higher side, but they don't look that bad. And it'd be kind of cool to get a whole series like that. Or at least I think so. I mean, I like having series books, so. And then the last one that I found on my computer is Encyclopedia of Witchcraft. And this just seems like it would have so much information in it that it might have some stuff about deities that would be interesting to have. Like I said, I don't know for sure, so don't quote me on it. But it says, you know, it's everything A to Z. So I'm assuming that it's gonna have everything in there. That one, the Kindle is $22.99. The hardcover is $39.35, and the paperback is $39.81. So, again, the prices aren't really, you know, the best. But like I said earlier, we're gonna have an easier chance of pulling deity books if we do it individually. I know some of you probably already have some. I know Crystal's mentioned some in her lives, and I think Serenity has too, that I know of that have done some lives and stuff like that. So it's just, I have that one too. Not sure about the deity. Yeah, I'm not sure about the deity content in it, but I would hope that it would have something. I always look for used copies of those. Yes, used copies. And I mean, I would say go to your, you know, local bookstores, but we know how some local bookstores are about things like this. So I try not to like always find always. I don't always tend to be able to find those type of books in there. And I end up going to like thrift stores online or something like that. Alright, so I'm just catching up on some comments real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Let me scroll down. Alright. Ava Books is pretty reliable, but I think it's random. Okay. So yeah, that's not bad though. I've been able to find some good ones on eBay. Yeah, eBay's pretty good. eBay's good. Now, like I said, I do have like specific ones. Like I have this one that I have not read yet, and I will do probably a live on this. And then I have one on Hecate that again I'll probably do like dedicated lives on these. And those lives will be like, hey, it's just about this deity, or like I'll pick like a couple different ones and I'll do those books for that live. Like I know Hecate and Lilith and the Morgan, I feel like they have enough books that they could probably be their own lives. And that's actually where I'm going to need you guys. I need you guys to give me your advice and suggestions on deities that you want me to cover, so that way I can write them down. And then we can do lives on those. I was supposed to say saving money, but not spending. Yeah. I'm terrified to spend money right now. We just got back from the Ren Fair yesterday. We took our nieces, which I'm sure you guys have seen them on camera of months ago. But we took them with us. Now, mind you, they're 2 and 4. So it wasn't like a whole like, oh, yes, I want this, I want this, I want this. They were more like overwhelmed, I think, with everything going on. So we didn't spend a ton on them. But they did each get like a toy and stuff. And I got some like new earrings and... that was it. I got new earrings. Yeah. Medusa and more. Okay. I can do those. Like I said, I'm going to write these down. I'm going to make note of them. So I can start pulling books and saving them in my... I have a wish list on Amazon that are just from a book club. So that way before I do a book club live, I just put those in there. And then I can just pull them up easily. Yes, it was so much fun. They were so excited. It was our first time going. And I'm not afraid to admit we were trying to be a little petty, which is why I have so many photos. Because their mom loves those and she didn't take them, so we did with their dad and his girlfriend. But I will say, driving 2.5 hours one way with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old in a car really makes you want to open up the door and just roll out on a highway. Or at least it did for us. The way home was nice. They were asleep the whole time, or most of the time, so that was nice.
So it's my Saturday to go pee.
I'll be going my first run for. Which one is it? Are you going to one like out of your state or in your state? Like, I know there's a website out there that has a list of all of them, which I find totally cool. But they are so much fun. We love going. I like to see the opening ceremony because generally they all do like an opening ceremony with like the king and the queen and the court and all that stuff. So if you want to see that, I would make sure you get there at least at least 20 or 30 minutes before they open.
Oh yeah.
So you can see those opening ceremonies. And the jousting is really cool. We didn't get to go see the jousting this time because, like I said, we had the girls and it was a hard day trying to. Well, my husband did most of it, pulling the cart with the girls in it. But I tried to do some and I about broke myself. But yeah, as in terms of books, like I said, I feel like this one is probably going to be everybody's best bet on books. I really do. I feel like this one is going to be one of the best options to get. I mean, there's so much in it, and I like how in the back it kind of breaks things down. Like, I've been looking for my book on Freya to tell you the series name. It's called Pagan Portals. Okay, let me look it up since I'm sitting here on Amazon. Oh, there's a lot of them. Like, the Pagan Portals. Good Lord. Pagan Portals has 74 books. Okay. Let me show these to you guys while we're sitting here. Holy crap. I mean, there's so many. There's 74 of these things. I might just need to do a live on just these books. I mean, they don't even show me all of them. What the shiddlesticks?
Language.
But it looks like there's just so many. Like, it literally says 74 books. So, there's so many. Okay. So, yeah, maybe I should do a live on just those. There's a ton of those. I might have to start buying some. I mean, adding them to my list. Not buying. Yeah, that was my face when I started scrolling through. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many. And look, there's someone How to Curse Your Husband.
You don't even know how to do that.
Just kidding. There's one on Hecate, meditation, fairy magic, candle magic, Celtic witchcraft, herbs of the sun, moon and planets. Oh my gosh. Please tell me these aren't super expensive. I'm going to start buying some. Gods and Goddesses of Ireland. Here you go. Let me just flip that around real fast. There's that one, Gods and Goddesses of Ireland. That one looks like the paperback is $12.07. The Kindle is $6.99. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Angie.
No, thank you.
Angie's like, you already know how to do that. Have a Cool Yule. Okay. Odin. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's still loading. So many. They're not that expensive. There's just so many of them. Here, I'm sorry. I'm just not even supposed to be looking at the book covers. And the First Sisters, Lilith and Eve. Interesting. What is modern witchcraft? I'm starting to think we might need to do a live on just these books. Just the Pagan Portal ones. Because there's so many of them. Thor. Oh, Thor. Loki. I feel like this is like never ending. Raven Goddess.
It's a song that doesn't end. Just think on and on, my friends.
And now you guys get a little taste of what I deal with every day. She said, tell him you're welcome. There's so many. This is pretty cool. I'm definitely saving this. I'm gonna just, save that to my important links up at the top here. But yes, tons of books. I have some really cool ideas for next year. Like I said, I want to do specific goddesses. I want to go more in detail in some of these books. And then hopefully soon we'll have some really cool books to share with you guys. And I'm going to do a live on that. So I'm kind of excited. There's like 30 something authors that take part in this. 39 or 40 authors. That's not bad. That's a lot. And that's really cool because everybody kind of, Angie said, thanks. The song's stuck in my head now. He nodded. But that's really cool. That'd be a really cool thing to have on your bookshelf. Although 74 books, like, that would take up an entire bookshelf. I would need another bookshelf for that.
You don't have room.
I do have room. I'll make room. We can turn my closet door into a bookshelf. I'm trying. But yeah, like, I actually have a bookshelf in the game room that I'm gonna fill up. I'm gonna move, I think, like, some of my TV series books in here. But yeah, so that might be something. Maybe I'll do a live and it'll be during one of the book chats and I'll show my bookshelf. If you guys want to see that. Maybe I'll do that. That might be fun. Because I am doing some of the book chats. I know you guys kind of like this. Those are less of, hey, here's more books to add to your thing, and more, let's just chat about books, because that's what this series is. Talking about books and all the fun stuff. And that goes along with it. And breaking all of our bank accounts because, we all like, I add books to mine every time too. And I also add a lot of books when I am doing the, when we're doing the book clubs. Oh my gosh. Like, I am so bad when it comes to that. So, but as always, I'm going to write all these down for you guys and I'll post them in the comments. And I promise you, I'm still working on that spreadsheet. It's just, things have been a little extra around here lately, and hopefully things are going to calm down a little bit now. And now I'm going to sit here and go through all these books again and see which ones I want to add to my list and stuff. Then after life is done, we can all share. Yes, that would be great. I would love that. I think it'd be so much fun. Everybody share their bookshelves. Why are you shaking your head no? You don't have a bookshelf to share?
Neither do you.
Yes, I do. It's in the other room.
No, you
But
don't.
yeah, I think that'd be a fun idea for get them all. It would take me a very long time to get them all. A very long time. Because I do buy, like, I haven't done it in a while, but I'll do, like, every month, like, I'll try to buy, like, 1 or 2 books. And like I said, I haven't done it in a while. And especially now that we just spent all that money I say all that money, but I don't think we spent that much yesterday, did we?
$300 or so.
Okay, like $300 or so. That's not too bad. Mine is the pile next to my bed. How about doing a live when you curse your husband so we can all take notes? Is that okay?
What?
They said, how about a live where I curse my husband? They can all take notes.
Take notes from a dead person.
He'd be very mad if I did it.
Again.
Okay, it was an accident the first time. We've discussed that.
I don't give a fuck.
If some of you haven't heard the story, not last year, the year before, my husband and I both got sick, and I started to feel better, but he was still sick, and I really wanted him to ask me for help so I can actually help him get better. So without fully getting my mind straight and my intention correct, I was like, oh, let me put together this jar real fast, and I was like, I just want him to ask me for help. Well, then shortly after, his leg got infected and really swollen, and he needed help, a lot of help, and it hurt. He actually had to go to the ER. We spent several hours in the ER to get him antibiotics, and he had to wear like a compression sock, and he needed help getting his socks off or stuff like that. So it was really bad. And
not to mention the whole week of work I missed.
Yes, and he missed a whole week of work. And then I started making him tea because like there was some different herbs that are like, oh, it helps with swelling. So I was like, well, here, let's try this. So I'm making him tea every night, which he did not like because he's like, it tastes like I'm drinking a tree. So he didn't like that very much. And then I was like, oh, you know what we should do with the jar? I'm like, we should probably dump the contents out and bury it. And, you know, hopefully it'll get better. And shortly after we dumped the contents out and buried them, his leg started to feel better. And now, do you have any issues with your leg?
Still a little bit from time to time.
But not as many, so. Yes, accidental hex. Did not mean to.
Bullshit. Did it on purpose.
I have learned my lesson to pay more attention. So, but yes, and that is why whenever I do lives and stuff like that, sometimes I do tell people, you're going to hear my husband, he does commentary. Normally I do these lives in our game room because they're on Sundays, and it's usually our day to just kind of hang out. That, and I'm so sore today that I can't get up and move around a lot. So, listen, accidents happen. They do. And now I know that I just need to, you know, get myself in the right mindset and think my intentions correctly and not mess up. So, but yes, I did learn my lesson the hard way, and now I know to pay more attention. Generally. So he won't pop up on screen. Now, when I do my writing things on Twitch, I do those in my actual office, and my dogs will come up. Like, they must have like a sixth sense about this. They will actually know when I'm live, and they'll come up to my side, and they'll hit my arm, and they'll wait for me to be like, hey mom, we want to get on camera too, like, can you show us? So I do that. And then in here, I know in Unseen you guys have seen my nieces. They've popped in when they were living here, but I usually don't have them on Sundays anymore, so because that'd be too much. It's my day of rest. But all right, I think I'm going to jump off of here. I'm gonna let you all get back to your Sundays. I'm going to go make the list. I'm also going to add the pagan portals, and I'm going to add a link to their series page so you guys can easily grab those. And we will go from there. And I will see you guys next Sunday. I don't even know what next Sunday's live is even about. I don't have any of...
Important.
Shut up. Let me see if I can try to jump in real fast. I know Angie has a nifty spreadsheet, but so this month was Deities. So next month is, if I can get down to it, oh, those are past ones. I'm not even paying attention to where I'm clicking. That might be the reason why. All right, May. Wow, we have a lot of lives for May, don't we? Okay, so next month is book chat. So maybe we'll do the bookshelves next month. since it's a book chat month. So, all right. Have a lovely Sunday, ladies, and I will see you next month. Bye. It's not finishing. Hold on. It's not even letting me close this out. Oops.